Hello, everybody. It has been a while. I am glad to be back, and yes, I am back. Man, I genuinely have so much to talk to you guys about, and I'm gonna stumble over my words a lot, and I hope you guys forgive me. It's gonna take me a bit to get back into the groove of things, to be sure. Let's start just with a simple, why are we playing Town? What are we doing? We are doing a 2-box challenge on Town because this was the first ever challenge I did whenever I started the channel. It is a challenge that I came back to during I think for my 1 year thing, or maybe 1,000 sub celebration. I don't remember exactly what it was, but this is a map that to me symbolizes new beginnings. This was, this is the map that sparked my love for COD Zombies. I played Black Ops 1, I played all of it, but Town Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is the first Call of Duty game I myself owned. And I've talked about this. This is the Zombies map to me. Origins is my favorite map, but this map, this is what got me into it, man. I wouldn't have played Origins if it wasn't for this map. So now that we're at the beginning of a new age of Apotheosis content, it'll be the same content as before. We're just branding it because it's fun. But yeah, so a lot of you guys are probably wondering, where have I been? What happened? I made a poll asking what you guys think was going on with some pretty crazy stuff. And the answer will be revealed once I tell you that I can't fully tell you. The answer was governmental conspiracy, which is very funny because it doesn't make any sense flat out. And the reason, and I'll give you as many details as I can, don't worry, but the reason that I can't give you a ton of details is because this particular case was so absurd that if I give you the exact details, it is so easy to find on Google, and you can find the place I was staying at down to the US parcel lot number. It's insane, man. Also, I feel like I'm getting this weird annoying jitter, but I have no idea. Anyways, so what happened? What went down? So you guys know that I talked about this in one of my other videos. You guys know that I was in an apartment. We had a situation with our neighbors, and we moved into my wife's grandma's place. And then I basically said something was happening, and we had to go. I'd be away for about a month. It's been about 3 months, maybe a little closer to 4. It's been a long time. How do I even begin to describe this absurd situation? Long story short, the owner of the property had committed a crime classified as conspiracy against the government and was having those assets be seized. And the place that we were staying at was a part of those assets, and the United States Marshals came and seized the property. With that said, let's check our first box hit, shall we? Yeah, a bit crazy. Oh, monkeys, by the way, don't count for a box hit. We'd still get 2 box hits. It'd be insane if we counted monkeys. We just get lucky. That's a good omen, is getting monkeys on a 2-box challenge, because it means you get monkeys and still 2 box hits. I don't care if any of you nerds, any of you losers out there think that counts as a box hit. No, we're getting 2 guns. That's the challenge. The challenge is about getting a primary and a secondary weapon. Okay, you get to use your starting pistol. I don't know. Did I even use my starting pistol? We'll say you're allowed to, but I'm not going to because I'm an ethical gamer. We're going to get 2 box sets still. Round 3, do I really want to only be meleeing? Screw it. It's fine. But yeah, the situation was a little crazy. I really don't want to get double slapped here. My mouse is also doing this weird sensitivity thing that I really hate, and I'm hoping doesn't affect the video too much. Dude, I really hate the situation I'm in. Grenades are probably going to be my best out here. But yeah, just I'm telling you guys that little bit about it, and keep in mind, there are more details that I really just cannot divulge. It's insane. It was a lot, man, between losing our apartment and having to move in with family members because of some pretty harsh stuff that was happening from our neighbors to us, to then having the place that we were then calling as much of home as we knew be seized by the government. Was pretty crazy. We had to rush to find somewhere to move. We had to borrow some money because, man, no one expects to have to drop so much money so quickly. You know what I mean? it's insane. It's insane. So it was a pretty tough situation. It was scary having so many places. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of the best way to word this. So I'm not even focusing on the game. It is difficult having the place you call home be taken away from you a lot. And I haven't talked a ton about my personal life on this channel. I have, just not in certain aspects, okay? One of those aspects is I experienced homelessness. I ran away from home as a teenager for a part of my life. And that was a tough and scary time. Oh my gosh, I genuinely cannot believe our luck. Insanity, insanity, insanity. So I thought that part of my life was past me, and then seeing how easily things can kind of be, and God, I hate how dark this is getting, right? But seeing how easily things can be taken away from you was really tough on me, yada, yada, yada. I needed some time to recuperate. I need some time to put myself back together. It was a lot, but we're here now, and that's what matters. And a little bit of making up to do. 5 videos all in a row. This is number 1. This is number 1. We're gonna do 5 videos in a row. From there, I don't know, my upload schedule will be, I promise you, more consistent than once every 3 months. Barring any severe technical issues or losing our home once again. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen. It'd be a little unlucky if it did, but we should be good. We should be good to go. I hate how like kind of dark and serious it got, but that's the reason, man. I can't just, you know, I try my best not to lie on this channel. I think I don't lie on this channel. I maybe omit things for either purposes of content, as any content creator does, or maybe for personal privacy. Like I can't give you guys all of the details. For example, the exact crime the guy committed. You know, I can't talk about that stuff. But what I can say is it was hard, man. It was hard. It was hard on me. I'll show you the person, you know, underneath the pathos is I got hurt, man. I just don't know how to put it. It was rough. It was rough. So that's why I had to take the time off. I hope you guys understand. I'm happy to be back. This video, obviously off to a little bit of a sadder tone, but that's just me being real with you in the best way I know how, and the way that lets me give you the most amount of respect I can as the content creator and you are the viewer. I also love these guns. So we have our 2 guns. We have, or 3 guns, I guess. A pistols only challenge, huh? Man, crazy. I'm pretty down with these. We're actually not going to use the ray gun early on because I'd like to save up points. So we're going to, I don't think that fully reloaded because of the way Black Ops 2 does their stupid ray gun reload, which makes it such an annoying thing. Like, I'm not even trying to reload cancel it, bro, but look, those are in there. It's insane how long you have to wait. We're going to grab this even though it's not the most like point friendly, just because it's fun and we're trying to have a little bit of fun out here. But yeah, I can answer questions and stuff about anything that went on in the comment section below or in the next videos. Some of these videos are going to be uploaded ahead of time, so I might not be able to reply to them for a few episodes or whatever, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, there's really not much else to say though regarding why I've been gone. I struggled, man. Like, I genuinely wish I had more to tell you, but just absolutely insane stuff happened to my wife and I. And I needed time to recuperate. You know, whenever I told my, so you guys know I have ADHD. So part of having ADHD and a prescription for stimulants is that you have to have reoccurring visits with your, psychiatrist, I guess. Basically, they're just checking in on you, checking your symptoms, see if the medicine's helping, see if any dosage need to be changed, all that stuff. Basically, just someone to check in on you, or you check in with them to make sure everything's okay. That's it. So I told them what happened and they couldn't believe it. I know I'm rambling about this again. It's really on the forefront of my head. But they couldn't believe what happened. And they were like, are you okay? Are you doing okay? And I actually started taking an anti-anxiety medicine as well. So I've been on my stimulant for a few years now to my ADHD, and it is a miracle. I've talked about it a lot. If you think you have ADHD, go through the correct process. Go, you know, get a diagnosis, and if they offer you medicine, and you try it and it helps, don't feel bad about that. The medicine is there for a reason, to help you, right? It's as simple as that to me. But I was struggling so much, and you know, I would go to bed at night being like, man, any place I call home is going to be taken from me. I can't have anything anymore. I know. I hate saying it because I understand how you know, I get it. I do. I get how it sounds. I get all of it. And I hate sounding like the whiny content creator. I'm not asking for sympathy, by the way. All due respect, I could care less if some of you guys are mad at me for not uploading, because if you're mad at me, it's like, well, I don't know what to tell you, figure it out. So that part I don't care about. I just care about coming off as someone who is attention seeking or begging for empathy or mercy. But it's really just me trying to explain to you guys why this hit so hard, as to, you know, you can say I didn't do my job for a few months, and most other jobs, if you don't show up for a few months, you know, you don't get so lucky as to walk back in the door with a big smile on your face, being like, guys, I was traumatized. You know, it doesn't work that way. And I say traumatized. It was a very traumatic experience. But keep in mind, this was a few months ago. I'm good now. It's just I've not had to talk about it in this sense, so it's going to be a little rough bringing it up. We're going to be making jokes about it in no time. Probably a few this video if I had to guess. So I told her to start taking an anti-anxiety medicine, and I actually am now on a different one as of literally yesterday at the time of recording this, because I told my doctor, my psychiatrist, about how I really wanted to record, but I was really struggling. I couldn't find the proper way to come back. I couldn't make myself do it because I didn't know how I could approach it after everything that happened. I didn't feel like the same person I left as because of everything that had happened. And so basically we tried swapping medicine, and so far I feel better. It's not so much as in I feel less anxiety, but I feel more capable of being here with you guys. I feel more socially capable. I feel like myself. I feel like for a while I wasn't myself. I think a lot of people who go through major depressive periods will feel that way. Like, man, the person I was during that time period wasn't me. That person was a person I don't like. And I feel like that's what happened. You know, for a little bit, I wasn't myself. I was struggling deeply. I kind of, you know, reclused, and we're on the other side of that. And so this video has to exist, because it has to be out there. Otherwise, it's like I can just keep saying, oh, I'll come back another day. Oh, I'll come back another day. Oh, I'll figure out the right way to tell them, rather than just telling you guys and being honest. And I've never been a content creator who shies away from telling you guys embarrassing stories about my life or my past, or maybe how much of an a-hole I was as a middle schooler to my teachers or anything like that. But the thing that I struggle with is whenever someone comes off as sympathy, like they're just looking for something. They're just looking for a reason to feel bad, because they are looking for external validation and seeking that at such a point that they would utilize maybe real traumatic experiences they went through for that purpose. And that's something that frustrates me deeply, is that emotional manipulation from content creator to viewer. It's something I don't like. This is not so much for you guys. If I wanted to just let you guys know why I haven't been here, I could just lie, boys. Like, there's so many things I could do. But I don't think I could feel like myself if I didn't talk about all of this and just open myself up about it. Because I think, man, it's like, it's weird, because my brain's telling me, like, no, it's shameful to talk about this, right? It's like, oh no, this isn't good. YouTube is not my therapy, and I don't think I'm treating it as such, right? It's like I am just talking about what went on in my head and coming to terms with that and what went on in my life. And yet, maybe it's being a man, right? Maybe it's like just that man thing, and I don't mean like what's the best way to word this? It's part of the societal expectation placed on guys to be tough and not show emotion and all of that. I think that's a big part of it. Is I'm showing you guys a weak person right now. And of course I like to tell myself, you know, maybe it's strong to show emotion and everything, but I think a lot of guys have trouble with it. A lot of guys have trouble taking down the armor and talking about it. Which is why this isn't titled like the I need help guys, or I'm back, but here's what, like, I'm not doing a dark gray and black thumbnail. You know, I'm not, this is going to be like back to town 2 box, where it'll be something like that. You know, the point of this video is a town 2 box. And I know I keep rambling and making no sense. Believe you me, I know. But, I don't know. It just doesn't sit well with me, the idea of like utilizing trauma for views, man. Like, it's different. If you're content creator who is relaying a traumatic story in an effort to explain things to your audience, or to help your audience who is going through a similar situation, that is one thing. But to purely use something you went through to garner sympathy and brownie points and maybe like as a way to get more views, to get more money out of you, that disgusts me, man. That's so freaking disgusting and gross, and I hate it. I hate it. God, I hate it. I hate that manipulation. There's a difference. Like, hey, I'm sorry, guys. I keep going down because I'm like so trying to get through all these thoughts. I am so down with manipulating the algorithm, because screw the algorithm, but don't manipulate the viewer. Make content that's good for the viewer. Make things that they enjoy. If your content is talking about your emotion, your experiences, and they have something to learn from that, that's one thing. But whenever your content is just literally trying to make people feel bad for you, God, I hate it, man. I hate it. We're obviously not going to get very far this game. I've been forgetting to buy Jug. Like, I'm so zoned out. It's not even funny. This will be the only video like this. Don't worry. If you're like, this isn't my type of video, I'm not going to watch this one. Hopefully it pauses back to the myself. I'm not going to talk about this stuff in the other videos. I'm going to purely direct people here. I might end up having to make the video like talking about everything, because I genuinely don't know how else to market it, because let's be honest, gameplay is entirely secondary here. There's a chance I go down again and I just throw up some freaking Hearthstone or something like while I'm talking. Well, to be fair, there's not really much else to talk about. I've talked about what happened. I've talked about why I'm struggling to talk about what happened. I've talked about my thoughts on people who utilize, you know, these kind of events for their own financial gain in a manipulative way, right? It's that stuff I don't like. We should get double tap, by the way, because double tap's going to double our damage. There's also pack a punch. That's a thing. It's been a while since I played COD Zombies, but all right, give me a little bit of a break. I also don't even know the keybind, by the way, for the monkey bombs. I want to say 4. Hey, it was 4. You can end up like going down because I end up like getting stuck with the monkey bomb, throwing it into the fire. Oh, it would be a nightmare one. It would be a proper nightmare. Speaking of nightmare, I've been playing a lot of Path of Exile lately. It's been like the one thing keeping me steady. I've put in so much time in Path of Exile because it's like, it's good for the mind to have a goal to work towards that is far away, but possible, and I think Path of Exile is the perfect game for that. I love ARPGs, man. ARPGs are like so good for people with ADHD if you're able to avoid getting addicted. Like, they're actually so good. I know Diablo 4 has like a content creator thing where you can, they'll basically sponsor a video you do on the DLC, and I might end up doing that and uploading it to the main channel whenever the DLC comes out, because I do love Diablo 4 and I think it would just be a fun video to make. Obviously, in the future, I'd prefer those to go on the secondary channel, but those secondary channel metrics aren't good enough to qualify. So eventually we'll have like those kind of videos on the second channel and only COD Zombies on here. But I do want to do, let me make it clear. I haven't agreed to anything yet, so I'm sure I should be able to tell you this now, because I don't fully know, but I mean, I do know. The sponsorship isn't, you don't get paid for it. They give you a review copy of the DLC. So it'll be that. Mostly all you have to do is like say that you got the code from them, disclose that, and I think you're pretty free to say what you want. I think you can bash as much as you want, say you like it as much as you want. So I might end up doing that. I think it'd be fun. So I get paid, I guess, in the sense of like getting the DLC. I don't know if you keep it. I would assume you keep it. Sure, they don't take it away. They're like, we didn't like that you gave us a 3 out of 10. We're going to take the DLC back from you. That would be funny. That would be really funny. But that won't be counted towards the 5 days. If anything, that'll be after or a double video. But the DLC is not even out for 5 days, so not even a concern. But yeah, I might end up titling this video something like talking about it all, or I'm back. I don't know, right? But purely because I need people, because some people aren't going to see this video, right? They're going to come back, you know, maybe 3 months down the line, and they're gonna be like, yo, what happened? You were you like disappeared for a long time, right? And because I don't want to have to talk about it in every video where someone comes back and is like, hey, where'd you go, man? I do need to have somewhere to point them. I'll probably end up titling it something like, you know, back to Town 2 Blocks, back where it began for me, the rebirth of Apophis. I don't know, but it's not gonna be like trauma dumping 101. I don't know. But this will be the video I point people to whenever they're, oh my god, my mouse sensitivity, they're just completely stripped. I gotta figure out what it is about Plutonium Black Ops 2 that does that to me. Also, man, I am not hot with the hands anymore. I will say having Jug helps though. Hey, Jug's pretty nice. I mess with Jug's good. It's horrible. I have such PoE brain right now because I think Jug and I'm like, the Marauder Ascendancy. I played some Jug. You know, people were thinking Jug might be good for the Gauntlet. I can't. I will talk to them about it. I genuinely considered, because I talked about how like it was hard to come back because I didn't feel like the same person, you know, to an extent because of everything that happened. I cannot stress enough, I genuinely considered making a Path of Exile YouTube channel and having it be completely separate from this one just so I could make Path of Exile content, because oh my god, I love that game. This is actually, I've also just not been enjoying anything about COD Zombies. I've not touched it, I've not wanted to touch it, but now that I'm playing it, I'm having a bit of fun. I'm having a bit of fun. Plus, here's some news. Here's some actual news. I'm not going to be alone on this channel for every video anymore. There will still be solo ones. Don't worry. I'm here. I still will be making solo videos. I don't know how this will be, but basically I asked my buddy, I was like, this is like my game and buddy. This is my buddy. I have great repertoire with him. I love this guy, man. And I was like, do you want to come on and just like play some zombies with me? And it's not like everyone's got those friends where like you guys like you just hang out, you chill, but you don't like talk that much. No, me and my buddy, we are gonna banter. It's gonna be fun. He's awesome. I think you guys are gonna love him. Hey, look, if you guys don't like him, I mean, I've not said with him, but like he just wants to do it because he thinks it'd be fun. It was my idea. He didn't ask. And if you guys just hate him, he's not gonna be like, I still want to be like, oh, they don't like me. That's fine. I just won't be in the videos, which is. It's like, but you guys are gonna love him. Like, I don't know how you couldn't, because here's the thing. Here's the thing you gotta think about, right? And it's something that I've learned. It's like, if you like a content creator, it typically means you share some form of interest in them. And like, you share something with them in terms of interest or hobbies or whatever, right? I assume most of you guys are here because you like Call of Duty Zombies, and maybe my personality appeals to you to an extent. So people that I associate with likely aren't going to be, you know, drastically worldwide world of a difference between us in a way that you would like me and hate him. I've never had someone on a channel before that you guys have hated. I don't think that's a word. I think I think the one like content partnership I've seen where people were like, why did you bring this guy on stream? Is like Ludwig did some stuff with FaZe people, and that was like a whole ordeal. I think some of the FaZe people, like not the content creators, right? If Ludwig and the FaZe people get along, I'm talking about fans here. So the like FaZe fans were like, well, why are you doing this with Lud cringe or whatever? And then the Ludwig fans were like, we don't like these FaZe people. So it was funny. That was a bit of a mixed mash of communities. But my buddy's not a content creator, nor does he express any desire to be. It's literally just two dudes gonna be playing the game, having fun, a little someone to bounce off of. I'll still be going on the same rants, because here's the cool thing. Here's my secret. I am the same person on and off the camera. Like I am. That's why I was so hard coming back, because this isn't just like a persona I put on. This isn't just me putting back on the suit. This is just me. Like I've had my buddy watch, because like I hear about these content creators, and they're, you know, people like it's not really them. It's a played up version of themselves. And I've told you guys that I have a little bit more energy while I record, but a lot of the time I do just talk like this to my friends. I am me, man. I don't have to worry about it. I can just talk to him and just have the video recording, and it's basically the same thing as I'm doing right now, but instead of you guys not being able to respond, somebody responds, and it's fun. It's fun. It'll be exciting. That's my secret. I'm always angry. I'm always a pathos. There's no mask here. There's no mirage here. And maybe that leaves me more vulnerable to things where it's harder to separate criticisms for the channel versus criticisms of myself. You know, if someone's like, man, this guy's insufferable, I'm like, well, it doesn't feel great, but luckily I did go through a period of high school where a lot of people hated me because I was a bit of like a terrible person. Like I wasn't like a bad person, but I was like really egotistical. It was something I had to like, oh my god, no. I think I think it's something that a lot of students who do really well in, because your value in school is kind of like your grades, right? So you're only in this system where your grades are all that matter, and if you have higher number, you are a better person. It's kind of like content creators. Oh my god, YouTube is just a big school, and all the people who didn't get the chance or did get the chance to be, you know, top dog in school are now trying to be top dog creators, so they get it. Instead of flexing their grades, they're flexing their sub counts. Oh my god, it's making sense, bro. I just like all the people who seek validation in school by wearing like certain clothing or new shoes, and all the content creators like flex their stuff. They all just want validation. They all just want someone to say, you did it, buddy, because their parents probably didn't. It's a bad joke, but it's true. Speaking of bad jokes but true, man, what's been going on in the Twitch relationships? See, that's been some crazy stuff. We're not gonna get into that in this video. That'll be a future video. I don't know why I talk about it, because I think it's funny. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I got to be entirely honest. Something about my core. I mean, in high school, yeah, a lot of people hated me because I was an a-hole. Some people couldn't stand me. I had a lot of good friends, but a lot of people couldn't stand me, and I don't blame them looking back at who I was. And you know, my wife couldn't stand me in high school. Okay, so like, you could ask her. She was like, I love my husband more than anything in this world, but whenever I was 15 years old, I've never hated a person more. I think that's, I mean, you can ask her, part of why she loves me is she saw that transformation of my character firsthand, which is something that I pride myself on. I saw that there were problems in who I was, and it's not the person I wanted to be, nor the person I felt like I was, and I put in a lot of hard work to make sure that that didn't happen again. I can't believe I died there. Which hopefully protects me from the bigger number, better person YouTube mentality. I don't think I have much of an ego with it, but guys, it's good to be back. How's the outro go? Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And yeah, have a good everybody, and take it easy.